Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. It's your daily news and apparently we're live. You can interact with the show by commenting and stuff, and theoretically I'll have some of your comments here to discuss as we go through, but there's two news stories that I want to cover. And by news, I mean not news. I mean rumours and gossip. And the first one is a really shit one, and it comes from that bastion of truth in the world of transfers, and it's the Metro, who are reporting that Philip Coutinho has agreed to join Barcelona. Liverpool have set a £76 million asking price. Now, it would be remiss of me to say things like, well, that's bollocks because you've got to agree a fee, when we were reporting on a deal that Virgil van Dijk has agreed Liverpool, but we haven't agreed a fee. So obviously these things do happen, but apparently the Sport paper in Spain have claimed, I'm going to quote from this, claim that Barca have assured Coutinho will be a regular starter given his ability to play a number of positions in attack. They've not yet entered direct negotiations with Liverpool, but will approach the Premier League club after the season is finished. And the Sport front page says Coutinho da LC. I'll be perfectly honest, I genuinely can't see this happening this summer. Maybe it will. I've been wrong before and I'll be wrong again, such is life. Apparently Barca are not willing to meet our valuation of £76 million. And this is the thing about Liverpool, is that yes, we will. I think, though, look, we will sell Phil Coutinho at some point, undoubtedly. But I don't think we will sell him for anything less than a ludicrous amount of money. And I don't think we will sell him for less than more than he's worth, if that makes sense. Because I don't think Phil Coutinho is worth £76 million. They're talking about 90 million euros in this, but I genuinely believe that we would ask for an inflated fee because he's got a long contract at the club. He's very well paid. He's one of the top earners, if not the top earner at the club. He loves Liverpool. He's also not the kind of player who I don't think he's a money grabber. I don't think he really cares about the money per se. He just loves his footy. I think he would probably like to test himself at Barcelona, but equally, regardless of any assurances, which I don't think are true, if I'm honest, I don't think he gets a game at Barcelona. Let's be perfectly honest. Who does he play instead of? It just ends up being another one of those guys who is the fourth or fifth choice and comes in periodically and then ends up moving on after a couple of seasons when he's not really fulfilled his ambitions and whatever. So, again, don't be shocked to see Phil Coutinho move to Barca next year or the year after that. But as far as this summer, I would make a point of looking at where these kind of stories are coming from and probably take a big deep breath over it, because not for me. Interestingly, he was voted at the 5 times Cope Awards. He was voted by the Liverpool legends as Liverpool's Player of the Season yesterday as well, which is fair play to him because I think he is a tremendous talent, isn't he? The other thing is a transfer to Liverpool then, and I do apologise desperately for some reason your comments aren't coming up here, so if you're waiting for it, unlucky. Liverpool have apparently, according to the Mirror, closing in on a £25 million capture of Burnley defender Michael Keane. What the news doing the rounds on Twitter last night was it'll depend on Liverpool's top 4 ambitions, which I'm only hoping means it depends on if Liverpool get top 4. Because if they get top 4, they'll be signing Van Dijk, and if they don't, they'll come in for me. I think we could do loads worse than have a look at someone like him. The question would his signing be entirely predicated on whether we do or do not get Van Dijk? Would he be second choice or third choice? Or do Liverpool actively need to go out and buy 2 centre-backs this summer? And if so, would someone like Michael Keane fit the bill? £25 million is a lot of money for a lad who really, you're talking about his first breakout season in the Premier League, and albeit a solid Burnley side, a disciplined Burnley side. They've not been world class or anything, have they? So I don't know. I think a lot of clubs would be interested. By all accounts, I was chatting to Steve in the office about it, and the word on the grapevine is Everton looks like its most likely destination, but whether it's true or not, I don't really know. But he's said to be waiting to see whether Liverpool, currently third, can secure Champions League qualification for next season before committing himself to the deal on offer, understood to be 4 years. Obviously, Man United will be linked with him, Everton will be linked with him. But yeah, please do let me know in the comments below your thoughts. Is he the kind of target you would be after? For me, I've said this a couple of times, a few of the players we've been linked with, if we've got like 3 top targets and they're all really, really good footballers, and then you round off your summer's business with a Michael Keane or whatever, then I'm not too bothered by that. I think it creates a good rounded window. But if it's just the nature of where we are, nature we are as fans. If he's our first sign of the summer, people will just go apoplectic, and that's a shame. That is what it is. It doesn't, it shouldn't really matter what order our signings come in. More important that we get the signings in that we want. But yeah, anyway, let me know your thoughts below, or tweet us at the Redmen TV. If you're watching this live, thank you very much. I've no idea how that's gone. If you're watching us after the fact, please do make sure that you subscribe to the Redmen TV by clicking the icon in the corner of the screen. I've done a video as well on Liverpool's top 4 ambitions and why I think this is the worst top 4 race of all time. Click through and watch that video. There's a very long and rather filthy sexual metaphor in there, which I highly recommend. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the live experience of Redmen TV, and I'll speak to you, hopefully, tomorrow. Cheers.